Only 160 days left. I was busy with this. It was Diwali. I'm thinking of skipping this attempt. New Year is coming. Christmas is coming. No Christmas and no New Year's. So should I do polity only first and then do economics, or should I do them together? My suggestion is a student will be sitting and reading polity. Then he or she will be reading monthly current affair compilation. Both are two different things. You are already comfortable with some preparation mode. Please go ahead with it. Trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present, heart within and God overhead. Hello everyone. Welcome to OnlyIAS YouTube English channel. How are you all doing today? Hope you're all doing great. And yes, the exams are around the corner. And as you can clearly see in the thumbnail here, only 160 days is left. What are you going to do about it? So all these while you had your own reasons. I was busy with this. It was Diwali. I missed a lot of classes. I have backlogs. Multiple reasons were there. I was scared. I'm thinking of skipping this attempt. All of that. For those of you who have already attended the classes, everything, you have your notes at least 70 to 80% ready, let us say. And some of you, if you are thinking, okay, let me skip this attempt. I will take next year, I will do better than this. It's never going to happen. Because you feel you need more than 1,000 days to prepare for this exam. Some of you may feel, no, more than these many days are required. That many days are required. What ends up happening is you will get into this loop of preparation. Best preparation let me do. Best preparation let me do. Whereas when it comes to UPSC civil service exam, it is about being jack of all trades and master of none. And whoever understands this quicker, they have a chance of cracking the service. It's not about becoming expert in any subject, but to have a reasonable level of awareness and knowledge in each and every subject which will help you to crack the service. So what are you going to do for this 160 days? That is the first and foremost question. So for most of you whose classes are over, who are still trying to figure out, because I have been asked this question, be it in Telegram or in Instagram or even in the YouTube comment section, there are so many students who have asked, sir, please give us a strategy for prelims. We need a strategy here, or how to do this in the next coming days. And again, I'm not the only faculty who will be probably giving this. There will be plenty of other faculties from other academies who would have given it. What I am going to suggest to you is not the only method to crack civil service. I am not making any tall claims here that only if you follow this strategy, you're going to clear it. A strategy's purpose is what? To put in a minimum level of discipline and a minimum level of consistency every day. People may say you have to work hard. It is not about working hard. It is about utilizing your time effectively and consistently doing it every day. That is the hard part. Working is not the hard part. Working, what are we doing here? We are not doing any farming activity. An Indian farmer actually works really hard. Physically, he works really hard. He or she. Most of you at least are sitting in the comforts of your home or probably in the comforts of a PG, hostel, whatever. So for you, it is not about hard work. It is the hard thing is to stay consistent at least for the next 160 days. So no more pampering of your mind. Man nahi kar raha hai. Mood nahi hai. Mood illa namge. என்னன்னு தெரியல, மனசு ஒரு மாதிரி கஷ்டமா இருக்கு, இன்னொரு மூட் இல்ல படிக்க. All those excuses, please take it and put it in the dustbin. You cannot afford to pamper your emotions at least for this next 160 days if you are serious about cracking this. For the next 160 days, whenever your mind is trying to act like a monkey with you, trying to tell you, oh, this is boring, oh, this is too bad, oh my God, I need a break now. No more breaks. You have had enough breaks. And that also means no more postponing of dedicated, consistent preparation after January. New Year is coming, Christmas is coming. No Christmas and no New Year's. Every day is a new day. So every day, it's like a fresh start. So you cannot delay your start on the basis of a date. You started now, you started today. So how to do it? That is the next $1 million question. What method am I going to give you? Again, I'm going to give you a timetable here, which I believe can help you crack the service. Those of you who have again contacted me, sir, what about MPSC, Madhya Pradesh Commission, Selection Commission for Public Service Commission for State Services, or even any other state service exam? It is the same rule. Dedicated, consistent preparation. So, here is the timetable that I am going to give you. The first 28 days, you will do the subjects polity plus economics. I know some of you at least will be wondering, polity plus economics, this many days. What about the other subjects? No. I'm telling you how you are going to do it. So, polity, when you talk about, you will straight away start with Parliament, and then you will move to fundamental rights. Why these two chapters? These are the most heavyweight chapters in it. Afterwards, the rest of the chapters, if you generally see, it can be covered like at least 5-6 chapters. Say, for example, constitutional bodies or non-constitutional bodies can be covered literally in a single day. If you are dedicated and consistent, don't come up with reasons for me, sir, nahi ho sakta. If you think it is impossible, then it is impossible. If you are ready to put in the effort, it is possible. So you will start with these two chapters and then you will move to the other chapters. As you complete these chapters also, each chapter as you complete it, especially from the textbook Lakshmikant. I have told you earlier also in my class, there is a textbook by Lakshmikant again for MCQs. Again, Tata McGraw-Hill publication. Get that book. As you cover each chapter, complete the MCQs from that book. Along with that, analyze the PYQs. Start with the latest, that is from 2025 to maybe 2021. Only the polity questions. Only the polity questions. Daily try to do as many questions as possible. So, you covered this, let us say within the first 7 days or something, you may probably finish this. When I say finishing this means, according to the chapter, you will basically see parliament related questions are there or not. What question has been asked? Are you able to answer it? This PYQ exercise you are going to do only after you finish the chapter first, then you do its respective MCQ from Lakshmikant. Then you will do the PYQ. Got it? Along with this, what you will do? Along with this, what you will do is, you will take the current affairs from June onwards. In that, you will read the polity articles. Got the point here? So, in a jiffy, in a single go, you are doing the entire spectrum of polities preparation from textbook, from from PYQs, and then from the polity articles from June onwards. Just the polity articles. See, you need not actually go for, okay, these are the measures by which they will, we can make a change to the system for improving privacy. USA has a system like that. UK has a system like that. We don't want all that. We only want the objective part there. Whatever is given in any monthly current affair compilation, if you see, it is in a very elaborate format. Correct? Which is basically required for your mains. What is the possible solution? What is the way forward? What are the advantages, disadvantages? That level of analysis you don't require for prelims. We only need the main content there. Maybe an article, maybe a Supreme Court ruling, or maybe what is the finding, or maybe something quoted directly from the Constitution. So this way what happens is literally you are doing a revision almost on a daily basis, which is what most students forget to do. They'll be like, no, well, let's not waste time on PYQs. Let's not waste time on current affairs. Let me study more. Because if I cover more and more, then I'll be able to score more. Partly true. But other part, it is not true. You keep dumping more and more information into your brain without revising it. Recall will become difficult. This is what you will do here. One advantage with this subject is that it is a pretty straightforward subject. There is no stretch of imagination whereby which only like 1 or 2 questions will be there. But other than that, largely if you see the nature of the questions, it's pretty much straightforward. That means there can only be one answer for this. It is not that this also can be there, that also can be there. Speculation in polity is actually pretty limited. 1 or 2 questions I don't deny. It can come, and that is largely from NCERT. But as of now, you stick to this. Got it? Suggestion again. It is left to you. So should I do polity only first and then do economics, or should I do them together? My suggestion is do it together. Because after a certain point, a certain monotony will set in when you keep doing only one subject. After initial 5-6 days Josh, that Josh will come down. You will be like, again it will start. But instead, keep economics also. Economics again, how are you planning to do that? Start with monetary policy. Fiscal policy. External sector. Cover these 3 things first. Simultaneously start going through the PYQs. Here, from 2025 to go back up till 2030. Why I will tell you, because more questions of economics when you keep doing it with regard to monetary policy, fiscal policy, etc., your understanding of the subject will improve. Because ultimately, if you ask me, my personal opinion, this is again, economics is nothing but a sum of these 3. Whatever other topic you talk about, be it subsidies, be it freebies, be it defense sector, be it pension, public administration, salaries, anything you talk about, those are all offshoots of this. Share market, stock market and all, they are all, you can connect it here. These are the main 3 policies. You understand this, the rest of it you will understand. You need to just make a connection to it. So there is nothing wrong if you go back till 2013 here in a go. It'll just become a revision for you. Provided you do these 3 really well, you understand the whole intricate connections between all the 3. You do this, and again the same strategy. June 2025 onwards, the monthly current affair compilation. From that, you will cover what? Only the economic topics. Trust me, it will be again like a revision for you. Economics is that one subject where the basics gets revised when you read the current affairs. That is the easiest way to revise it. Yes, once you're done with this, you can go for the formula-based preparation. That is what you mean by GDP, what you mean by GNP, what you mean by NNP, NDP. All that you can do it later. Not a problem. Once you understand the holistic concept there, this is what you will do. So 28 days, this is the strategy for you. 2 heavyweight subjects out of your way. Let us say we will still keep for some people, in case you are, a little inefficient, let us say. I'll give you a 7 days buffer also. That means maximum within 35 days, these two subjects should be wound up. Goes without saying. Got the point here? Moving on now. After this, the next set is what? For the next 28 days, you will actually cover geography, science and technology. Some of you might be wondering again, 28 days is required or what? No, same strategy. Start with the basics. Those of you who have attended the classes, go for the notes given by your respected faculty. Go for the notes straight away. Revise them pakka properly. Revise the PYQs. Again, from 2013 you start here to 2025. Why I will tell you, geography as well as history are more or less dead subjects. More or less. New discoveries may happen. But it is not that suddenly a new concept will open up. Unlike maybe let us say polity or economics. So more than 90% of the syllabus is pretty much static. So when you do the PYQs, what happens there is, it is a complete revision again. Plus again, needless to say, you will also do what? June 2025 onwards, the monthly current affair compilation focusing only on the geography topics. That is where you are going to do. You will do the geography topics plus international relation also you are going to do. Now, some of you might be wondering, why should I do international relations here? You're not going to study about the issue. Russia attacked Ukraine, why, what happened? You will basically mark the name of the places. Some you can mark it in the atlas, some places. Some what you will do, you will literally make a table. You will make a table, okay, these places, Ukraine. These places, Russia. So on and so forth. The idea is to get familiarized with the maps or the location as much as possible. Because there is a probability that you will get at least 2 direct questions or maybe even an indirect question. Your awareness of the map can actually help you answer it. And I'm talking both the Indian map as well as the world map. Got the point here? Again, the same strategy. I don't want you to waste your time reading the entire geography article, the what happened, where happened, etc. Just understand what the concept is, the names, the location, enough. That's all that I want you to do. What is the way forward? Those things from a mains perspective, not at all required. Got the point here? Science and technology. Again, do the basics. Obviously, from the notes part, you will do the basics again. You will do the PYQs. Plus, June onwards, all the questions on science, all the current affairs on science and tech, which is again a revision of the concepts. Now, some of you might be asking, sir, what if we have not attended any class? Then what will we do? Well, in that case, what you do is, again, suggestion, mind you, for geography, at least try to do 11th plus 12th NCRT. Do it completely. Then do the PYQs. Along with that, June onwards, the monthly current affair compilation of Geo. So when I say June onwards means by the time this 28 days, let us say first series itself, when I say 28 days, you are supposed to cover the subject, the PYQs, and the entire current affairs of polity from June onwards. It is from June, not only June. June, July, August, September, October, November. That you're supposed to cover, because roughly if you keep even 20 pages, 25 pages, or let us say even 30 pages also, covering it in 28 days is not a big deal. Even if you keep 10 pages per day, you will aram se cover around 5 to 6 months of polity news, because again, like I told you, there'll be a lot of repetition, and we are not reading the entire thing what is required for mains. Here exclusively now prelims oriented preparation it is. So what article is there? Quickly revise it, understand it, move on. Getting the picture? So this way, what happens is you're preparing current affairs in sync with the subject. So you won't feel that you're doing something totally different as chalk and G's, because that is what generally happens. A student will be sitting and reading polity, then he or she will be reading monthly current affair compilation. Both are two different things. It will lead to a lot of jumbling up. But when you do it in this fashion, it will sink in perfectly. And that way you will also get to know, okay, these topics are over. Getting the point? So this is the alternate for those of you who have not joined any classes and who are thinking what to do now. Same thing with science and technology. Do the basics. Basics of science. Maybe from 6 to 10 standard. Read the NCERT. And then do the PYQs. Do the June month again. I mean, from June month, science and technology, cover it up. Clear? Again, I will give a 7 days buffer time. So literally, if you look at it now, within 70 days, you have literally covered 4 subjects. What is remaining? Another heavyweight subject, if you see. Environment is there, history is there. Four subjects done with MCQs of the previous year questions as well as the current affairs. Correct? What is remaining? History is remaining. Environment is remaining. Take 30 days. I know I'm being very generous here. Ancient India, medieval India, modern India. All right. Same strategy. Follow the notes of the lecturer. Simultaneously do the PYQs. And yes, current affairs, should we do it? Absolutely yes. You may get 1 or 2 questions regard to art and culture, what has come, or any other updation that has come in the current affairs with regard to any discovery of an archaeological site. So those things you can cover from where? Your current affairs. June onwards. Or rather, 1 minute, make a small correction here. May onwards. Do it from May. All right. Rather than June, let us do the current affairs from May onwards. That would be better. Okay. So in 30 days, you will cover medieval, ancient, modern, art and culture. Notes you will follow, PYQs will follow. You will do it from May. In case you are doing self-preparation, you will do your NCRTs. Again from 11th plus 12th. Plus there is this introduction to art and culture, NCRT textbook. You will do that also. All the themes. And then you will go for the PYQs. And then you will do the current affairs from May 2025, dealing with the subject history alone. Environment, same strategy. Same strategy you will go for. So environment, some people may ask, there is no specific textbook for environment, then what to do? Well, those of you are not attending any classes, I would ask you straight away go for current affairs and the PYQs. Straight away. Do reverse engineering. Environment related, straight away go for current affairs first, and then along with that parallelly do the PYQs. Those of you who have specifically attended classes of it, stick to it. Stick to your notes, do the PYQs and do the current affairs. Got the picture here? So easily now 100 days are over. Left with what? Another 60 days. In those 60 days, what you will do? But before that, one word of advice. How to do the PYQs? PYQs, what you will do is, you will actually not, okay, you will try to answer first A, B, C, D. Let us say B is the correct answer. You answered it also correctly. The real preparation, what you're going to do is, you're going to find out why A, C, D are wrong. This is what you call studying or analyzing the question paper. Studying or analyzing it. And this is the way you will get additional content for whatever preparation you would have done. My humble estimation is anywhere between 4 to 5 questions you will be able to answer like this if you follow the strategy. 4 to 5 questions easily. I'm not telling that you will directly get a question from the wrong options of the PYQs. But if you have studied it, you have understood it, from these wrong options, you can easily expect a question. And if you have properly studied it, like why these are wrong and what are they really about, you will be able to answer it. The same strategy you will do. So after the 100 days is over, let us say 100 days is over. Now what will you do for the remaining 60 days? Join for a test series. Any test series you can take up. It is your wish. But ultimately understand a test series purpose is not to see how much you're scoring. It is basically to see how many negative questions are there. The art of cracking prelims is to minimize your negative mark. Even when you're going to make a guesswork, there should be some logic to it. There should be some sense to it. So those tricks, tips, whatever you want to try out, you try it out where in your test series. And again, you will do the same thing. After the test is over, you're not, oh my God, I scored very less. That's not the concern. How many questions you got it wrong? Why you got it wrong? Was it because of a lack of conceptual clarity? That means you will have to revisit that chapter of that concerned subject. Or was it because of your carelessness? That means you are not able to control yourself, your emotions. You're not thinking straight. So you should keep giving more tests till you're able to calm your senses and think very clearly. Third, what you will do? Again, the same strategy. Even if you have got the question correct or wrong, doesn't matter. Why are the other options wrong? Why only this particular option is correct? That you should be able to answer for every subject. Now, for polity, science and technology, environment, basically those questions were, those subjects were, this can also be there, that can also be there. It's very limited. Some questions are there from environment. Say, for example, critically endangered species, or which of these are birds, which of these are animals. All these will give you what? Additional knowledge, additional information. That, make a note of it. Literally make a note of it. So you can even keep a separate notebook if you want. That is from the PYQs, from the test series, additional info. Write it down. 1 time writing is equal to 10 times reading. So once you write it down, it will go inside your head very easily. This is what you will do. So the remaining 60 days will be all about test series. You're giving a test, you're analyzing it, you get stuck somewhere, the theory part, array, I forgot this theory. Go back to that subject, go back to that chapter, read that part again. Holistically, not that only you will read, okay, a portion of DPSP was asked, you got confused. Now, will you go there and only read that line? No. Read the entire chapter again. Not necessary that again from that single portion only they will ask a question. Can come from anywhere, right? Read that full chapter. If you are able to recall things faster, great. If you're not able to recall, put in additional effort. The last 60 days should always be about self-analyzing. Self-analysis is what you're going to do. The self-analysis of conceptual clarity, because that matters more. Whatever tips and tricks are there to mark the right answer, wrong answer, whatever is there, without conceptual clarity, all those tips, tricks, etc. are of no use. Second thing, to find the weak areas. You might feel that you have understood everything, but only when you give a test, you will understand that there is one area where it is a little cloudy for you. Find it, take care of it. Number 3, controlling your senses. It is important that you don't get scared when you see a certain type of questions. Some students are really scared of economics. Some are scared of geography. There are some who are really scared of history. But it is important that you control that fear. It's very important. And anything that you're scared of when it comes to a subject, it is largely because of what? You are not thorough with it. That's as simple as that. When you are afraid of something, it is only because you're unaware of it. Once you become aware, what happens? Fear will take a backseat. So, awareness matters more. And for that, like I told you, follow the timetable what I gave you. I can assure you, there are many students out there who will finish these targets in lesser time than what I have given. I am not denying this. So I have worked as a mentor, and I know normally when we give a timetable like this, we give 2 weeks time to cover polity. Not more than that. 2 weeks time to cover not just polity, polity with economics. Sir, how is it possible? There are students who are pulling it off. I'm just letting you know. Not that you also should try to cover it within 2 weeks. Nah. At this juncture, I'm pretty much sure there will be many of you who wouldn't have even opened their books after joining an academy. Or you might have thought that self-preparation also you will be able to clear it. You can. But you were never disciplined with your own preparation. Self-preparation will also help you crack this exam. I'm not denying it. But the only challenge with self-preparation is that an academy will have regular classes at a fixed time. Are you preparing in a similar fashion where you have fixed a time and whatever happens, you are studying? So that is the issue. Got the point? So this timetable is meant for all those people who were thinking that nothing is possible now. Everything is over. I will prepare next year. I have given you a chart now. I have given you a roadmap now. $1,000,000 question is, are you ready to walk through it? If you're ready, already following some strategy, you are already comfortable with some preparation mode, please go ahead with it. Please go ahead with it. You're already doing something, please go ahead. You're not done anything till today and you're thinking, I will give it next year. That is 2027. Now it is okay, let this year go. You're not going to do it. You're preparing for state services. This is the strategy. You're preparing for any other exam also. More or less the same strategy. Getting the picture here? Apart from this, apart from all of this, what we are also offering again, a SRIJAN Prelims Crash Course 2026. Available in English and in Hindi. Batch start date will be 16 December. Coupon code is first 1K. Batch price is 6,999. Again, like I told you, if you have already attended the classes or you have never attended the classes, you are somebody who struggles to stay disciplined until and unless a class is there or maybe a faculty is literally hovering around you, guiding you or telling you, do this, do that. If it is difficult for you, you may consider this. All right. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to sell a course in between. Nothing like that. Ultimately, be it anybody at PW, we want you to crack it. One or the other way. So you take it, you don't take it, it is all left to you. It is your choice. Ultimately. The faculties will be Sumit sir will be handling polity, Shabir sir geography, Vikas sir history, Abhishek sir history, Neeraj sir art and culture, Aditya sir government schemes, Pratik sir economy, Dipendra sir environment, Parash sir international relation, Ritesh sir science and technology, Rishabh sir CSAT and places in news. In addition to this, announcement again, Pinnacle 2027 batch, a UPSC 2-year program for prelims plus mains plus interview guidance. To enroll, you can check out the link in description. Yes, I know some of you might be wondering again, sir, you did not say anything about CSAT. Again, this is my suggestion. This is what I used to do. My suggestion it is, you're left to take it or leave it. So what you must understand here is in CSAT, you need to score only 66 marks out of 200. That is the first thing to understand. Morning GS paper, as much you score, like you know more correct questions, the better. But with this particular paper, it is important to know two things here. 80 questions, you are supposed to finish it off within 2 hours. But do you need to solve all the 80? Is the first question. So what normally I used to do was, for me, I used to focus on the quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning part. Because this is only of 10th standard level. And this is again, like solving a puzzle it is, not so difficult. So I used to invest my time in these two. Taking my own sweet time. Because for me, passages was always difficult. I'm not joking. Because you read an entire passage, 1 page, 2 page, I mean 1 column, the second column, the third column, and maybe in the 4th column, you will have one question, which is the most logical assumption that cannot be concluded from the above passage. One question after reading so much. And again, most logical assumption that cannot be concluded. I mean, how do you even, to figure out what is the demand of the question, it will take time. But if I know the formula to a maths question, apply it, take my own sweet time in calculating it with pen and paper, I am going to arrive at the right answer. With a maths question, if the formula is correct, the application is correct, the values entered are correct, you can never go wrong with the answer. But with an English question, there is always speculation. It can be this, it can be that. And in that exam tension, it is very difficult to figure out what is what. So my suggestion to you people are, if you are able to hit 30, let us say you hit 30 questions from maths, quant and logical reasoning alone. You hit 30 questions you have hit. And you're very sure about what you have attempted. That means we are talking about 30 into 2.5 is 75 marks is already in your hand. Every question from this point onwards is nothing but bonus. Every question means those ones which you are very sure of. So take, let us say, 1 hour to do 30 questions. Or take 2 hours to just attempt 40 questions. But that 40 questions should be such that you are picking it, you are pakka sure of it. So you must tell it to yourself that I've already covered the 66. And it's like, okay, extra I am attempting now, which is required to be on a safer side. Whichever student has come to me, who has always claimed that, like I have met other, again, personally also people have come and met me. Like 2-3 students were there. 3 times they couldn't clear prelims because of CSAT. 3 times. That was the highest that I have heard so far. And I was very shocked. It was like, sir, for me, GS is easy. But CSAT is the tough part. Without even wasting a single second, I straight away asked him, counter questioned him. You would have attempted more than 60 questions in CSAT, correct? And he just looked at me and he was like, yes, sir. How did you know? I said, that is the only way that you can screw up CSAT. CSAT, you can screw it up only by attempting more questions and taking an unnecessary risk for a paper where you need to score just 66 marks. An additional attempt or an unnecessary risk when you take there, what are you fetching? Now, if I tell you, you need to only keep in mind that you need to score only 66 marks, will you attempt all the 80 questions? You won't. You will even find that if I tell you, you need to only attempt, let us keep it at 40 questions. You need to attempt only 40 out of 80. Now what happens? 1 hour you take to do 20 questions, take the next hour to do another 20. So what do you do? Where do you practice this now? Well, take 20-25 question paper. Start with that. Start with that and go backwards. See whether you are able to score more than 66. That is, I'm telling you, attempt only between 30 to 40. If you are attempting anything above that, that is, you are going for 41 or 42, it should be a numerical question, or it should be a question where you are very sure of that for this passage, this is the answer to it. Calculated risks, not beyond that. And check out whether you are scoring more than 66. You're scoring it in 25 paper, 24 paper, 23 paper, 22 paper. I'm telling you, you're safe with CSAT. You cannot make a mistake with it. Got the picture here? You cannot keep the mindset for GS and walk into a CSAT exam hall. Now, the moment you would have, when I told you, target 40. Now, what are the 2 things that are going to happen? You'll be very careful with your attempt. Number 2, you have all the time in the world to solve the maths questions. Because it is up to 10th standard level, they are not going to ask you that level complicated question. The calculation can be a little lengthy. I'm not going to deny that. But the rest of it, application part or the level of the question part, that is still handleable. Got the logic here? So try this out, check it out. Sir, but sir, for me, maths is tough. Well, there are students for whom polity is tough, economics is tough, history is tough, environment is tough. Still, they are sitting and studying it, right? You come to UPSC means, even if you are not able to handle 10th standard level maths questions, don't you think that will be a drawback on your side? To to actually do a subject which you have already done. You have already studied this when you were 15. Now you are being asked to revisit it again. Is it really a tough job? Think about it. Choice is yours. Because you cannot twist the rules of the game of UPSC to suit your likes and dislikes. In fact, you have to adapt yourself to the rules of the game. This is adaptation. Getting the picture here, people? So, this is all that I wanted to tell you. I wish all of you very best. Those of you preparing for state services also, keep the same timetable because more or less it is the same subjects. I know in that, let us say if you are giving a state service exam, the state-based geography and the state-based history questions you can expect. But that is not the lion's share. The lion's share of the topics, if you see, especially subjects like economics, science and technology, environment, when history, geography, they largely overlap with UPSC. Follow this timetable. If you have limited number of days, lesser number of days than the UPSC exam, tighten the nuts even more further. All right. Wishing you all the very best. Do really well. And yes, do really well when I mean I'm not talking about the exam. Do really well every day with your preparation. All right. Don't worry about your past. Don't worry about your future. Live in the present. Let me conclude by telling these 4 lines. Trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present, heart within and God overhead. God bless. Take care.